Welcome to Mount Pleasant, Michigan, and the home of the Central Michigan Chippewas, and it looks as if we are due for a full house as we have a terrific game in store. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Central Michigan Chippewas. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Wolverines will kick it off to get us underway. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Chippewas offense is on the field for the first time today. And this wide receiver, he's the linchpin to the offense. They want to make sure they find a multitude of ways to get him the football.
And it's a risk-reward scenario on defense when you're trying to cover this guy, Reese, because you play man coverage, you're risking running by you and catching deep balls. You play too much zone, and then he can hurt you after the catch. A lot of different ways. This guy is very dangerous.
The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But yeah, year in and...
Hit the gas, kid! Wide open ahead! And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Wide receiver coming across in motion. From the gun, he leads it with the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got his man out of the backfield. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Chippewas send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. So Michigan's offense will take the field for the first time. And they seem to believe that they can take big plays away and man coverage by just locking him up in this matchup, David.
And it's hard to lock down a great wide receiver, but a great defensive back versus a great wide receiver, we got a showdown.
Yeah, let's be honest, David. Most defenses don't have a dude like that at cornerback that could do that in a game like this. But this matchup is unique, and it's going to really determine the outcome of the game.
Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Using his legs, it's Marshall. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. The Wolverines headed quickly to the line. They'll try to get the first through the air. The throw to the outside is complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Wolverines look to keep this drive humming. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got his man on the right. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Wolverines. And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air. And this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Pulls and fires complete. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into the run.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Setting up the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. The Chippewas will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Bringing it back, it's Lions.
They moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Quarterback checking the play. Off the play fake on 1st down. Trying to get to it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Back to work on 2nd and 10 from the 41 after that last incompletion. Fires to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. That's a 1st down for the offense. Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Inside the 25. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Wide out in motion. With jet sweep pass. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this 1st quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to...
Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line. They're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield, and make this life hard on this running back.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Takes it the other way. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Wolverines. How about that D coming up with a play like that? How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. USF is piling up the points here today. They've opened up a massive lead in what's shaping up to be the kind of blowout neither side will soon forget. They're up 14 over Oregon. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Crosses to 35 and works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
They'll throw it on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Booker. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall that just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
They'll ride the hot hand. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Got a wide open receiver. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. And the Chippewas moving quickly to the line. To the ground with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
The inside handoff. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make a stop.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Got it set up on the outside. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense just steamrolling the defense. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Davis looking to pass. They've got the screen set up. Got room at the 35. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
A strike downfield. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan! They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point gives them a 28-3 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. From inside the 10, here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the 1st half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the 1st half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it.
He's got it on the left. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. That's reeled in. It's Booker. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the 1st down. The Chippewas want to crank the tempo. He'll just keep slinging it. Quickly complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. On the move, he fires. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. He's looking to pass. Unloads to the right. It's caught downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Chippewas come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Makes the catch. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. Feeling some heat. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. On to attempt.
The kicker on.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 28-10. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they finish it off with the score from the 4. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
They'll immediately call timeout. That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. Tosses it back. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. He holds it in, and nobody's close. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wolverines. A little trickeration is always in order, especially when you execute like that.
You ain't lying. I tell you what, you always put these in practice, and you always practice them. But you got to have that feel and that timing of when to call it. Perfect timing, rewarded with the touchdown.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David? And the freshman will chalk up a sack. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. The quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Mount Pleasant today, and welcome into the halftime update. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Kelly Shorts Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The kickoff unit about to go to work.
Set to kickoff.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. New set of downs after that completion.
First down for the offense.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Right back to him on the ground. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Sometimes as an offense, you like run plays, and you like running it right into the teeth of the blitz. That's what happened right there. Everybody up front got a hat on a hat, and they were able to crease that defense.
They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Leaves it with the back. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
This offense all game long has been running really well, and I'm really impressed by how well they've recruited at the running back position. They've got some dynamic players coming into the game at different points, spelling each other, keeping each other fresh, and they're hurting this defense.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit them for a first down, and much more. Really good execution by this offense. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Now they'll run the draw. Got enough space. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave them a little bit of everything on that one. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Using the quick game. Touchdown, Michigan! And the stomping has commenced. These guys wanted to make a statement. Statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop them. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. Line gets set, first down. They'll run it from the gun. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And when you run these counter-type plays, you're getting extra offensive linemen pulling at the point of attack, opening up a crease for that running back to gash the defense.
They're going to ride this running back. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
You see, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. The Chippewas will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Shaw. Pressure coming. Fires to the big fella. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. And the Wolverines have pushed it inside the 20. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. The Wolverines trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Wolverines! And the punishment has been extended.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
The give to the lone running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. He wants to throw it. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. And the Chippewas line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. A high kick trying to pin them deep. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They go to the ground. Breaks the tackle. Oh, it's loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game, because that hit is what caused that fumble.
He wants to start this drive with a pass.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
A big play for the defense with the 1st down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on 2nd down. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. They're setting up the screen. Still on his feet at the 45. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a 1st down, and much more. Really good execution by this offense. The give to the tailback. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. And now on 2nd down for this offense. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set, as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. He wants to throw here on second down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The Chippewas decide to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, just outside the 20. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They'll give it to the back. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
They'll run play action. Spins away from the defense. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Comes out throwing on first down. Get it out on the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down. Just keep giving him the easy catches until they do something to stop it.
Yeah, you're going to dictate to the defense. You're going to make the defense cover him up, and then obviously it leaves the middle of the field a little bit more wide open for receiver, for a tight end. So QB keeps making the right decision, getting the ball to running back, and he's making plays.
And the Wolverines are flying down the field. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. Runs through a tackle. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Little touch pass to the receiver. And the Wolverines get the first down.
Just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. On the option. Now the pitch. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.